If your car's been feeling rough lately, maybe idling weird, losing power, or blowing smoke, you might be dealing with a bad EGR valve. Don't worry, it sounds more intimidating than it is. We'll walk you through what an EGR valve does, the signs it's failing, and when you should think about replacing it. Think of this as shop talk from a bunch of mechanics breaking it down in simple words. What the EGR valve actually does. EGR stands for exhaust gas recirculation. It's a little valve that routes a portion of your exhaust gases back into the engine. Why on earth would you want dirty exhaust going back in? Simple. It helps lower combustion temperatures, which reduces harmful emissions like nitrogen oxides. It also helps your engine run a bit more efficiently in certain conditions. When the EGR valve works, it opens and closes smoothly to control the flow of gases. But when it sticks, clogs up with carbon, or fails electrically, your engine won't be happy. Now let's talk about the symptoms. Rough idle or stalling. One of the first clues is a rough idle. The car may shake or sputter when stopped at a light, and sometimes it even stalls. That happens because the EGR valve is stuck open, letting exhaust gases in when the engine really just wants clean air to idle smoothly. Loss of power. Hit the gas, and feel like the car just doesn't have the same punch it used to. A faulty EGR valve can mess with your air-fuel mixture, robbing the engine of oxygen and power. You'll especially notice this when climbing hills or merging onto the highway. Those moments when you need all the grunt you can get. Poor fuel economy. If you're filling up more often than usual, and nothing else has changed in your driving habits, a stuck EGR valve could be part of the story. When the air-fuel ratio is off, the engine burns more fuel than it should. That's money out of your pocket every time you visit the pump. Check engine light. Modern cars are smart enough to know when something's wrong with the EGR system. A stuck valve or bad sensor will usually trigger the check engine light. Plug in a scan tool, and you might see codes like P0401 insufficient EGR flow or P0402 excessive EGR flow. Those are the car's way of pointing a finger at the EGR valve. Increased emissions or smoke. Failing EGR valves can lead to extra smoke from the tailpipe, often black or dark gray. That's unburned fuel or soot making its way out because combustion isn't happening cleanly. If your car has to pass an emissions test, this is where a bad EGR valve will bite you. It'll push your numbers out of range. Knocking or pinging sounds. If the valve is stuck closed, exhaust gases can't recirculate. That leads to hotter combustion temperatures, and you might hear knocking or pinging under acceleration. It's the engine struggling to burn the mixture properly, and if ignored, that kind of stress can damage pistons or valves over time. When to replace the EGR valve? The big question: do you clean it, or do you replace it? Sometimes a dirty EGR valve just needs a good cleaning. You can remove it, scrape out the carbon deposits, and reinstall it. That buys you more life if the valve itself isn't broken. But if it's sticking badly, the solenoid is shot, or cleaning doesn't solve the issue, replacement is the way to go. Cost depends on your car. On smaller sedans, a new EGR valve might be $150 to $300 including labor. On larger trucks or diesels, it can run $400 to $700 or even more. Still, it's better than driving around with rough performance and risking bigger damage. So, yes, the EGR valve may be small, but when it goes bad, your car will definitely let you know. Rough idle, power loss, lousy fuel economy, warning lights, smoke, and knocking sounds are all your engine's way of waving a red flag. If you catch it early, you might get away with a cleaning. If not, replacement is straightforward and worth it. Don't ignore the signs, because driving around with a bad EGR valve isn't just bad for performance, it's bad for your engine and your wallet in the long run.